Good morning, grade 2. Welcome back to another session of science. Our topic for today's lesson is what plants and animals live in water habitats. The objective of today's lesson is to make observation of plants and animals to compare the diversity of life in water habitats. Now, children, let me tell you what is a habitat. A habitat is a place where living things get the food, water, air, and shelter they need to live. Have a look at the pictures below to explore some water habitats that plants and animals live in. Now have a look at the first one, children. The first one is a pond. The next one is a tide pool. And then the last one is river delta. Children, can you please look at the picture and observe what do you notice in the picture? Yes, many plants and animals live in a pond. This is a pond. Children, have a look at the picture of a pond. Let me tell you some details about a pond. Above water and below water are two kinds of habitats in a pond. Most ponds are not very deep. They have fresh water which is not salty. These are patterns. A pond can have many habitats. Now here are few habitats on the screen for you. The first one is duckweed. The next one, an iris roots, a dragonfly, a crayfish, a sunfish, a tadpole. Children, there are few details about the habitats that live in the pond. Please read them. Now let's do a small exercise. Circle the animals that live above the water. Put an X on the animals that live under the water. Now children, can you tell me which animal lives above the water? Excellent! The dragonfly lives above the water. Any other animal that lives above the water? No. Very good. The other animals, they all live under the water. Good job. Children, can you see the picture of river delta on the screen? Don't you think this is a little different from a pond? Good. Now let's read some details about river delta. A river delta forms when a river meets another body of water. In a river delta, there may be fresh water or a mix of fresh water and salty water. These are patterns. One type of habitat found in a river delta is above the water and the land around it. Another type is below the water. Can you see few examples of the habitat that live on river delta? Please go through them. Let's do another exercise, children. Think about the type of water each animal needs in its habitat. Circle all animals that can live in water that is salty. Can you please think, children, which animals live in the water that is salty? Very good. A crab. And any other animal? Excellent. An oyster. Very good, children. Good job. Let's read some information about tide pools. Tide pools have three parts called zones. So each zone is a habitat. The first one is the high tide zone, the next one is the middle tide zone, and the third one is the low tide zone. Twice a day, every day, the salty water at the ocean's shore rises and falls. At high tide, the water rises and covers the shore. At low tide, it falls back. It leaves pools of water between the rocks that are called tide pools. This is a pattern. Children, please go through the details to learn more about the different zones. Let's do a small exercise. Think about where each animal lives in a tide pool. Match each animal with its correct location. Now let's see, children. Very good. Excellent. Very good again. Bravo. That's all for today, children. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. See you in the next class. Bye bye.